We are Venom, and we are pissed at how we were portrayed in Spider-Man 3. What the hell, Sam Raimi?
Oh no, you found my only weakness. Bad breath. You really need a Mentos, buddy.
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
Big review.
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Marvel Icon Spider-Man 12-inch figure from Toybiz. I absolutely love Toybiz's sculpts, especially on these 12-inch or their Icons figures. This is kind of a 12-inch version of their superposable McFarlane, or the McFarlane Spider-Man as it knows, because it has the very McFarlane eyes. And I love the paint apps, and yeah, it is like a 12-inch figure of this Marvel Legends / Spider-Man Classics figure. I really do love this figure, but it does have some problems. But the paint apps are great. There is some, like on mine, some missing part. I don't know if it's meant to be a dirty feel, but I do like the black. It's kind of a little uneven at times, except for the head. The head is pretty spot on with all the black in between the lines and the white. And I do like the Spider-Man symbol right here. It is a very, very nice. I love all the muscle definition and details. The pants kind of have a little bit of black shading, but not too much. Let's see, the boots doesn't have any peg holes, but it does have plenty of articulation, which is great, but also is a problem, which I'll show here in a bit. But yeah, I mean, the detail on here, just the hands, even like the sculpting the fingers and the lines in here is pretty amazing. The thing that's also cool about this Spider-Man, Toybiz also released an unmasked variant like they did with most of their icons during the time. There is an unmasked Peter Parker figure. That one is really great, and it's actually cheaper than getting this version if you find it on eBay, but I'll get more into that in a sec. But it is a really nice. I don't have that one, unfortunately. For articulation, this figure has tons. His head is on this ball joint with a hinge that goes up and down and does fully rotate. It kind of has a long neck, which is kind of weird, but you know, for Spider-Man works. His arms fully rotate, they go in and out at this joint right here at the shoulder. He also has that little shoulder joint that goes in and out right here. He does have a bicep swivel that rotates, bends at 2 points at the elbow, rotates here at the glove, and then it does go in and out the wrist. He does have finger articulation, but no thumb, only the 4 fingers. And it's not as nice as say like this Spider-Man, which, you know, the fingers here don't fully go down. I wish it went down a little bit more, and you'd think it'd be easier with a bigger figure, but you know, I digress. He does have a nice ab crunch that it goes back that much but goes forward pretty good, and it's a nice ratchet joint. It does have full waist articulation, but it does kind of look weird when you cut it there. But he has ball jointed hips that go in and out, and if you rotate them and go forward and back, rotates the other part of the leg, bends at 2 points at the knee, rotates at the boot right here, and he has ankle pivot forward and back, as well as ankle pivot side to side, and a toe articulation. But unfortunately, it makes them really loosey-goosey, as you can see here. That's the only bad thing about my figure, at least, or anyone that owns this figure, is that the joints are really loose, and especially for a big figure, that's a really bad thing. Wait a second, Emma Stone is playing Gwen Stacy in my movie? Oh, she makes me so weak in the knees. Oh, hubba, don't tell Mary Jane, but blondes know how to have more fun. Size comparison time. So here you can see that the Marvel Icon Spider-Man compared to the Venom, it's not totally the scale. Venom should be bigger, but you know, it's standard 12-inch size. You can see it's about the same size as the Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man, and you can see how much bigger it is than the Spider-Man Classic Superposable McFarlane Spider-Man. Now, if you love 1/6 scale figures but don't want a movie Spider-Man but a really nice comic Spider-Man, this is the Spider-Man to get. Unfortunately, there's a couple of factors that are against this. One, the articulation on this figure, regardless if you get this new or had this for years, will wear out over time and be very loose. It's impossible to stand this Spider-Man without him leaning on something or using a stand. So there's no way you can get any dynamic poses without any kind of help from a stand, at least on mine. And the other factor, to get the mass version, it will cost you at least 100 to up to 150 in some places to find this figure, and you can only find them really on eBay, maybe at comic shops if they still have them, or you know, Comic Cons. So like I said, if you don't want to spend the big money on the movie Spider-Man, the Hot Toys one, which he's going for a lot now too, then this is your best bet. Plus, he is a really nice sculpt. He's very articulated, really nice paint. And like I said, if you don't mind the price or the fact that his articulation could wear off, I highly recommend him. He is an amazing Spider-Man. For more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your rhythm in a big way. What makes Spider-Man dance? Urban-collector.com. At Urban Collector, they have the latest and high-end action figures, video game figures, replicas, and more. They take PayPal, all major credit cards, so you can pre-order anything. Make Spider-Man dance, and watch out for the Avengers. Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. I tell you to go now. Hey Eddie, you'll get a lick out of this. Hey, how's it hanging? Now, don't you get any bright ideas to kiss me with that tongue? Speaking of kiss, are you Gene Simmons? God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll.
I swear, if you start dancing, I will eat your face like you're an ice cream cone.
Don't you mean an scream cone? Sorry, I went to the Arnold Schwarzenegger School of Puns.